Well, they were in Kosovo, but their hearts were with the hostages in the Gaza Strip. The Israeli national team, in an emotional gesture last night, getting back to the field, back to the game, to the global stage, much more than another Euro qualifying match, that's for certain. And joining us now here in the studio, journalist Uri Levy. Uri, thank you so very much for joining us. Well, there's nothing Israel and Israelis need now more than some good news, and the Israeli soccer team really wants to be the one to deliver, but is it realistic?
It is realistic.
All right.
Although yesterday's game wasn't that encouraging, you know, a tough game in a tough pitch, also with I would say very much hostile local fans who booed the national anthem of Israel. But there is still a chance, you know, due to the fact that all sporting activities in football are stopped in Israel until the 25th of November. Basically, the players arrive not so trained, not in form, I would say, but
not physically and
yeah, we still have exactly. We still have a chance if we will win against Romania and Andorra. We have now 3 more matches on the span of 1 week, due to the fact that the Kosovo game that was yesterday, the Switzerland game that will take place on Wednesday, were pushed back from October to November due to the war.
So it's 4 games, one by one.
Exactly, it's a very, I would say, direct effort in order to qualify for the 2024 Euros that will take place no other than Germany. 52 years after the München Olympics in 1972, when we remember what happened there with the terror attack that took the lives of 11 Israeli athletes, and almost 80 years after the Holocaust. So it's very symbolic, and yeah, you see, it's very interesting, and it has all the ingredients, Ellie, to become one of the greatest sports stories of all. So I try to remain
And you know
optimistic.
what? I maybe I'm naive, but I want to believe that the Germans will be so very happy to host an Israeli victory on their land at this point in time.
Judging the way the German football community is
perhaps the only one that is voicing so much support to Israel,
especially for the hostages topic. We see numerous clubs, Werder Bremen, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, really supporting this as clubs officially, with the faces, with the names, holding ceremonies.
Not mere lip service, actually supporting it.
Not at all. Germany, as we are seeing, is a real friend, a good friend of Israel in hardships, in hard times, and the German football community is supporting. So hopefully we still have a chance, and if not in this direct effort of 4 games on the span of 9 days, we still have a chance via the playoffs of the Nations League, but this is a little bit more complicated, so we'll see.
Okay, let's hope we get it cleared up now and not...
Exactly. I think also the significance and the meaning of a sporting achievement that will be a uniting force, that will, push and support this loyalty and commitment that we are seeing from
and also we were talking about the lack of readiness, physically speaking, because they were not training, and mentally speaking, it can go both ways. On the one hand, the grief, the pain, the anger can be demoralizing, but can also perhaps, I'm no athlete, but I assume that can be utilized.
For sure. And I think that, moreover, the Israeli national team is built and based on players who come from different backgrounds, Jews, Arabs, Muslims, Christians, Druze, and I think that a victorious photo, a victorious picture from this week of Jewish and Arab players together, writing history for this place together, will be something that will have much more value than in normal days, to show the real face of Israel, where Jews and Arabs are working together for an achievement.
I wish. We need it. We deserve it.
We do.
And speaking of, the Israeli league is naturally off now. And sports is a symbol of life. And we know that if there is an answer to death and death thriving people, like Hamas terrorists, is life, is to be thriving for life. So I know that there is a big moral dilemma here, but my question to you is, should the league get back?
Look, it's a fact by now. You know, they announced that the league will return on November 25.
Yeah.
I assume that the first steps without fans, because with the sirens still a threat from the north and the south, I don't see it as a really good decision to hold games with 30,000 people in an open stadium.
Of course.
But unfortunately, it's also a question of money. And, you know, a football scenario cannot survive without incomes from the TV rights, from the betting companies. So the league will return in some sort of activity. But for sure, I think in normal days, me and you, we would speaking maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks about a hot, interesting sporting topic that, you know, goes beyond the sporting field.
Right.
And yeah, it's also a manner of, you know, standing in front of terror, standing in front of the fear and saying, yeah, we do our best to live the normal life, not on the front, while staying at war and keeping the borders safe. And I think this is a mindset that most Israelis are starting to realize they need to adapt and to live by it, because obviously we behaved for many years. There is nothing bad, nothing happened, and we try to relive normal life. So now we need to do both at the same time.
Yes, and this is why perhaps we're seeing restaurants getting opened anew and schools going back. So we need to learn how to live this abnormal normal for the sake of the future here and in honor of the past. Uri Levy, thank you very much for joining us for this.